Hi, good afternoon. Mark Evans, Superintendent of OPS. Thanks for joining us today. We want to share a little bit about the bond process that we're involved in today, and we want to talk about one of our first projects. That's Ponca Elementary. Today we're with the principal of Ponca Elementary, Jennifer LeClaire. Ms. LeClaire, we'd love to hear a little bit about the excitement that your staff, your community, your parents, and your kids feel about where we're at today.
Sure, they're so excited. We've had many meetings with the community and the parents, and even the kids have had some input about what's going to happen here at Ponca, so they're so excited to have an updated and renovated building.
Well, thanks so much for sharing with us today. We're going to take a tour in just a second and look at some of the building that's going to be renovated.
Great.
So join us on the tour. As I mentioned before, we're doing a tour of the building, and we're going to start right here at one of the things that you're going to see replaced. And that's a window unit to my right. And I've asked Jeremy Cobb to join me in describing some of the changes, not only with these window units, but other parts of this building. And Jeremy is with our construction managers, Jacobs, and is leading the work with the community and staff, and then making sure that our project remains on time and on budget. Mr. Cobb, I hope we can depend on you for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, you can. So as Mr. Evans mentioned, one of the things that we're doing as a part of the plan for Ponca, as well as a lot of other schools throughout the bond, are replacing these old-style window air conditioning units. And what we're going to do is provide central air conditioning to the school. And one of the things that our design team is currently working to configure is a geothermal loop system. So as we, again, do more design efforts, we'll be able to find out, okay, well, how does the system need to be sized? What does the capability need to be? But the overall goal is to provide central air conditioning not only to this space, but all the classrooms, the gymnasium, and all the other support spaces throughout the facility.
Jeremy, could you explain to us what the project's going to mean to something like this, the stairway steps? What will the project mean to this?
Sure. So as you'll find out, in a lot of our older schools, when they were built, they weren't built for ADA accessibility. So one of the things that we've outlined as a part of the bond plan, as a part of the design for this school, is to eliminate some of these stairs that you see. So if there's a student in a wheelchair, if they need to get up or down, they can't do that safely. So one of the things that we're going to do as a part of the project is create a ramp that will basically eliminate this side of the stairs and allow for students to safely travel who have accessibility needs. Also on the other side of the building, there's another set of stairs that mimics this same setup, and we're going to do the same thing on that end of the building as well. So what it will do is provide for ease of access throughout the building for students, staff, and patrons as well.
One of the major parts of this bond issue was safety and security. And so I'm going to ask Mr. Cobb to share a little bit about how this office arrangement will change to create a safer and more secure environment.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. So one of the things that we're going to do as a part of our design is reconfigure this main entry vestibule space. If you'll notice, where the main entry is located, and as compared to where the front office staff sits, the level of visibility for security is extremely lacking. So one of the things that was vocalized by the Educational Specifications Committee was the need for more secured access. So what we're able to do in the design is provide a little bit more glass for visibility, and we're also going to basically reconfigure the main entry staff so that they can see who's entering the building, who's coming in, and who's coming out. So along with that process, we're able to provide some more energy efficient glazing throughout the building as well.
We're going to finish our tour right here in Mrs. Dahl's 4th grade classroom, where the students are busy preparing for their NISA tests. But before I leave the building, I want to give our students an opportunity to say something to our community, to our parents, and to everyone who's a part of the OPS family. Students?
Thank